After years and years of development, Dragon Age the Veilguard was a miserable failure for Bioware, one of their biggest IPs, a game they dumped hundreds of millions of dollars into that they expected to be massive, and it flopped upon release, and in large part due to the fact that every bit of promotional material we heard about this game or saw about this game was completely rejected by the fan base, including when the game director continued to go out there and either blame fans for this or push some kind of bullshit ideology on them. Dragon Age the Veilguard director points to hate campaign over game's flaws to explain abysmal failure. Of course, that's in December of 2024, but what was this person saying earlier in that year before the release, before the game flopped and lost millions for them? Dragon Age the Veilguard game director confirms inclusivity at the heart of the game's character creator and features pronoun options. And certainly once we saw these top surgery scars, once we saw all of the cringe dialogue, especially with this weird non-binary acceptance quest that wasn't optional, that you had no role play to do, you just had to go along with it and accept your companion's life decisions, a lot of people said, fuck this. This game, it's done, it's over for me, don't want it. And although gamers completely rejected it, although it was a miserable financial failure, the mainstream couldn't get enough of Dragon Age the Veilguard. They promoted it on the top of some people's, including, I think, Time Magazine's Best Games of 2024 list, and even this article from Inverse, which is wild. Corinne Bush is the ruler of RPGs, conqueror of haters. The director of Dragon Age brings her personal journey to life in her games with a rich, messy tapestry of love, life, and romance. Well, this is Corinne Bush. This is the director of Dragon Age the Veilguard. This is the person behind so many of these questionable decisions. And this is the type of life experience that she wanted to bring to Dragon Age the Veilguard and wanted everybody else to play through. Well, apparently Corinne Bush, not there anymore. This is what happens sometimes when you have catastrophic failures, when you fuck up so horrendously bad that you lose a studio a fuck ton of money. This person is gone from Bioware. Exclusive, Corinne Bush out at Bioware. Edmonton studio closure looms. So yes, not only is this person gone, they say they're leaving on great terms. Yeah, I'm sure the terms are so great that you suddenly up and leave just after your game is released. But also the studio looks like it's going to be closed too. Bioware on the brink. The departure of Corinne Bush and rumors of Edmonton closure signaled trouble ahead. And this was first reported 40 minutes ago by Smash JT. As I'm recording this, I'll probably put it out a little bit later. But here we go. The once legendary RPG studio known as Bioware has been the cornerstone of the gaming industry for decades, but a long line of failures between Mass Effect Andromeda, Anthem, and now Dragon Age the Veilguard were troubling signs of a studio headed towards a catastrophic downfall. And yes, Corinne Bush's exit, a devastating blow. In an email leaked directly to me that was sent out to Bioware employees, Bush recently announced his resignation, citing his decision to pursue a new challenge and project focused on his passion for making RPGs. And this is the email in question. I've seen a couple people give confirmation of this email. Farewell and thank you from Corinne Bush. Hey all. Hard to believe I'm writing these words, but here goes. Time for me to say goodbye. Today's my last day at Bioware in EA. Man, that was quick, wasn't it? Remember all these people that were trying to convince us that this game was actually a financial success? That all these haters, they're just lying to you. No, the closest estimates we can get are that it sold around 1.5 million copies. This is for a game that was expected to sell in the 10 million range. And honestly, anything less than, 7 million probably would have been a catastrophic financial failure. Well, that's where we are with Dragon Age the Veilguard. That's what happens when you let activists run these things. When you let activists who put their activism at the forefront say, fuck gamers, fuck whatever they want, fuck the customer, fuck the audience. I'm going to put what I want you to go through in these games. Didn't work out for them so well. After so much contemplation, I've decided to pursue a new challenge and a new project, doing what I love most, making RPGs. One of the big criticisms of Dragon Age the Veilguard was there really wasn't an RPG element to it. It didn't seem like you could really make any choices that mattered, and you couldn't say anything mean to people. It was just very bland. One of the biggest criticisms people had of this next iteration of Dragon Age. It wasn't an easy decision. As I mean when I say I love Bioware, the Dragon Age team, what we've accomplished together, my time with all you has been the highlight of my career. I want to offer my personal thanks to each of you for your trust, your companionship, and for the many ways which you've inspired me and helped me grow. I'll be eagerly waiting to see what great experiences you create. And as a fan, I'll be rooting for you. Yeah, probably a lot of these people aren't going to have fucking jobs anymore because of the game they worked on with you. If I can leave you with any advice, it's this. We all know making games is hard. It's part of why we do it. But making games is also about the people and the reliance we have on one another. So take the time to celebrate the wins and lift each other up. The challenge and the work will always be there, but the moments we have with each other are precious and few. Let's stay in touch, from Corinne. And a little bit later on, that was corroborated by apparently a source that he has inside Bioware. Let's see if I can find that. Where is it? Here, it's this one. The email back to him. Corinne is indeed gone. The current rumors, they will announce the closure of Bioware Edmonton sometime around February, just before the Electronic Arts Town Hall. Basically, when EA talks about what's been going on the last fiscal quarter and what's next, her account was deactivated. Good riddance, time for the DEI bullshit to end. So these are just initial reports. It does sound like this is fairly breaking at this point, but oh my gosh, how shocking that the activist who didn't want to listen to gamers, who didn't want to listen to the audience, who only wanted to put their experience into this game that not a lot of people can relate to nor want to relate to. What a shock that making that the focal point and the selling point for one of your biggest IPs in Dragon Age ended up a colossal, catastrophic failure. Dragon Age the Veilguard did fail in large part due to how they made it, who they put in charge, and the way that they promoted it. And apparently the person who in large part is responsible for that and who the mainstream media heaped a bunch of praise upon, apparently they're gone. Whether it was of their own volition or not, that's pretty questionable, isn't it? Do we really think that that's the case? A lot of people don't, but these are the reports that are out there. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.